I just posted a quiz a couple of hours ago. Just gonna review it and talk you guys through about my thought process, what I would do. So this first candle at 10 o'clock. So guys, I mean, if you notice, we are actually making lower highs and lower lows. It's gonna expand this so you guys see that, right? But then at this point here, right, we tried going up, but still, it is technically a higher high, but on the 1 hour chart, it's not. So we actually made another lower high here, and then we had a bounce from the zone, and then this candle tried to be bearish, and then it slightly closed below the zone, but it doesn't mean shit. On 1 hour chart, it probably is not gonna look like anything, right? It's basically candle one is too early to do anything, whether look for calls or puts, because price is sideways right now in between 4097 and 4090 approximately, and Wix is playing games. It's going up down with no direction. It's going sideways as well, right? So I don't know when I say VIX is going sideways, so at 10 o'clock, which is this candle, in between this candle and this candle, VIX is not making any new lows or any new highs, right? So I don't know what to do on candle one. So I'm just gonna play this now on left hand side first, the SPX chart. I had paused it, so I'm gonna play it at a slower speed so we see what candle two does. So now we actually in this replay are not getting to see what actually is happening, but if you pay attention to this, we had 10 o'clock candle opened at 4095, closed at 4088, and then this candle opened at 4088. Okay, 10:15 candle, and it went up. Imagine now when this is going up, it's actually not going to look like this at this given this point in time. It's going to look like a blue candle or a bullish candle, but it's not able to go above that. It's getting rejected here, right? So if you have been following me for at least 2 months, you know I don't chase. So I can't chase this. I mean, if let's say I'm not able to catch the wick at the top, this thing is gone. Like I'm not gonna chase this, right? What do I teach? I teach this. Always teach that, right? So price needs to come back up in the next candle, or even this existing candle. It needs to come back up um, and get rejected from the lower high, like lower than the lower high. Also, one thing that's missing, sorry, I hit it, is the EMA 50. So in this case, price is actually getting rejected from the EMA 50, right? This wick here, and at the same time, 1015, are we getting a push from wick? So 1015 is still this candle here. So I know it looks like this now, but probably at 10:15 it was actually somewhere around here. It rejected and it became a bearish candle, right? So you're not it's not clear to me. First of all, if it looks like this, like I'm not gonna chase, and if it's projecting, Wix has not pushed up yet. I just don't know if I should be entering here, right? It's not clear to me. So if I continue playing this on the left hand side, what happens after that is, okay, now after this candle closed, so it opened at 4088, it closed at 4085. There was no clear entry in my book for this one. It was a risky entry. I mean, I don't chase, so I was gonna get an expensive contract, and I freaking hate that because if this goes against me, this is gonna go against me at least $200 to $300 per contract, and I might panic and sell for a loss because if I'm entering on this second candle, my stop loss is here, but it's a huge ass stop loss, right? So I don't prefer to enter on candle two. This would be like a candle one is no trade, candle two is like a B or a C trade for me. Now candle three is interesting because what did it do? It actually came back down and it's testing this again. So I'm gonna delete this so you can see what I'm talking about. So if you notice now, this candle is actually rejecting the zone properly. It gave us a freaking entry. And this thing happened between 10:15 and 10:30. You can call it between or actually at 10:30. Some point in this candle at 10:30 this happened, and we see a bullish candle with a wick at the bottom, right? And if I play this on the right now, oh, this is gonna play fast. Just gonna change that. Whoops. So I know this moved fast. I paused it now, but this started at 10:40. So somewhere in, and this started at 10:30, right? So somewhere here, Wix pushed up. I even have a line here. So Wix broke the structure. This is called a BOS, Bravo Oscar Sierra, breaking of structure, right? The previous structure. Wix became bullish. We rejected at the zone at the same similar time. So candle 3 was a perfect entry for me. You can call it a or a B trade. The reason I might call it a B trade is because I'll have a doubt in my head that what if Wix freaking rejects so fast here? I'm gonna have to exit really fast. Okay, so that was gonna be the doubt in my head. So it's more of a, even though like in hindsight I can say yeah it went zone to zone. We all know it's gonna go to the next zone because we're talking about this in the future. This trade already happened, but I want to think about it from a perspective that I'm actually really in this trade. I have overhead resistance coming on wicks that I'm gonna have to, if I enter, I have to exit really fast. Okay, so what ends up happening if we enter at candle 3? If you're in Discord, I posted the entries and everything for this. This trade actually, if it was traded, it would go up to make approximately $700 to $800 per contract, depending on the strike you choose. So I'm just gonna play this on the left hand side, so we complete the move. And here you go. In hindsight, we saw it went really fast. Somewhere in this 10:45 candle to the next zone, and the VIX was still here, right? And if I just continue playing this now, you'll see left and right both. It bounces at this zone, and Wix, does it reject? There you go. You got the rejection, right? I actually didn't know about this, that it rejected from it. I knew that the whole move happened zone to zone. I didn't pay attention to the wicks. Now I'm paying attention to it. So like I said before, that even though I'm entering puts here, at the back of my mind, I know this, that wicks might reject here. Just like the other day when I was saying wicks is gonna, there's a huge probability wicks is gonna bounce from this 1850, because it's been doing that for 3 months. And for how many weeks or months it's been rejecting off this 20 level since that was a gap, so forget that. Oh, this is in 15 minutes, sorry, my bad. Look at this 20 level. Bounce, nothing here, rejection here, bounce here, and then rejection here, rejection here, rejection here, rejection here. So it's a strong level for VIX basically, right? So you gotta keep these things in account basically, right? So answer is candle 3 was a perfect entry. Candle 2 would have worked, but nothing wrong with entering a candle 2. It just would have been harder to manage stop loss, is all I'm saying. If you enter at candle 3, you get a rejection here. Your stop loss is this wick, 4094. If SPX closes above 4094, I would exit, and I would basically take a loss here. Alright guys, that's all. Thank you.